HARP, the weapon of destruction. On December 10, 2009, a strange blue spiral appeared in the Norwegian sky. On June 25, 2011, a strange, horizontally rotating cloud was visible on a Florida beach. Such phenomena, which have already become very numerous, are certainly not natural. Also, in recent years we have been witnessing drastic climate change, torrential rains, strong winds, sudden snowfalls, droughts, hurricanes, earthquakes, landslides. The only official explanation we have is for global warming. And the implicit amendment is that it has become necessary to impose increased environmental taxes, which each citizen should pay in order to save the planet. Let's be serious. Such correlations that result in the squeezing of even more money from the citizen are absurd. However, thanks to the clever and persevering propaganda induced by the media, the public opinion does not notice that for several decades a wide and extremely dangerous process has been going on. This is a new generation of weapons, which have long since passed the first experimental stages and are now fully operational. According to a U.S. Air Force document entitled AF 2025 Final Report, electromagnetic weapons offer a wide application in the field of climate manipulation, putting the enemy in the face of devastating floods, high-intensity hurricanes, prolonged droughts and high-magnitude earthquakes. Richter scale. We quote from that document, "Artificial climate change has now become a component of domestic and international security, including defensive applications, and can be used to deter." The ability to artificially cause heavy rainfall, dense fog and high-density storms, or to produce an artificial climate in certain precise areas or a high-density earthquake are now part of the set of technologies available. The best-known plant for producing such effects is, without a doubt, the abbreviated HARP, meaning High Frequency Active Auroral Research Project. HARP is the Pentagon's most advanced weapon. Although the U.S. government claims that it is only a harmless scientific research project, the main installation consists of a huge base of extremely powerful antennas, located in Alaska. But the U.S. administrations have installed such systems in dozens of other parts of the world. How does HARP work? In a simplified formulation, the HARP device is an inverted radio telescope, meaning that the antennas send signals instead of receiving them. The HARP installation uses extremely strong radio waves, millions of watts, with an extremely low frequency, extreme low frequency, ELF. These beams are sent up to the lower layer of the ionosphere at an altitude of 100 to 350 kilometers. As a result of the strong heating, the respective areas ascend temporarily, followed by an accelerated descent phase, which produces strong descending currents. The ionosphere behaves like a rubber balloon, which bends and, when it returns to its original shape, the entire force is printed downwards. When this downward current strikes the denser layers at the top of the clouds, it spreads radially, forming tubular clouds at the forward line of cloud formations. When it hits the Earth's crust, it can cause a devastating earthquake. The areas that bend in the ionosphere are made up of electrons that are in a very unstable state and that form a kind of lens that will have the ability to reflect back to Earth the beams from where they were sent from HAARP installations. Depending on the angle from which they are sent, the beams can hit precise areas, which are far from the location of HAARP bases. For example, Alaska's HAARP bases can easily hit areas of Iran in this way. The reflected waves are particularly harmful and penetrate absolutely everything, including living organisms. HAARP technology is the most advanced and efficient contemporary technology in the field of war. It is a terrible weapon, geophysical, strategic, of directed energy. Today, more and more people have come to understand that geoengineering and mass manipulation methods exist and are being used against us to carry out the control and depopulation plan. The depopulation effort has already been publicly acknowledged by various personalities. Weather management is par excellence a preventive weapon. It can be directed against enemy countries or even friendly nations without them realizing it. Meteorological warfare is a hidden form of preventive warfare. Climate change can be used to destabilize the economy, agriculture and ecosystem of an enemy. It should also be noted that these techniques can cause chaos in the financial and commodity markets and can be used as an internal trade tool for financial gain. Meteorological manipulation has the ability to destabilize a country's institutions. At the same time, agricultural disturbances are addictive. Higher than food aid and grain imports from other, more lucky countries. HAARP was presented to the public as a program of scientific and academic research. However, U.S. military documents seem to suggest that the main purpose is to exploit the ionosphere for Department of Defense purposes. HAARP has the ability to trigger power outages, hurricanes, earthquakes, droughts, and disrupt the electricity system of entire regions. An analysis of the statements issued by the U.S. Air Force indicates something inconceivable. The covert manipulation of weather patterns, communication systems and electricity as a weapon of war. Put at the service of the idea of domination of some regions of the world.